sadly, the day has arrived when my Blackmagic 6K has died. So that statement is not completely true. My Blackmagic is not actually dead. It's kind of dead to me at this point, and were it not for the Portkeys LH5P Bluetooth controlling monitor, my Blackmagic 6K would pretty much be useless at this point. Here is why it is dead. Okay, so nothing on this section works. The top row does work, but I cannot make any adjustments within. I can't slide, nothing. I can't select any of my LUTs. Now if I do go to audio, I can adjust my levels. That section works right there, but I can't change my inputs. I can't change the page. Pretty much stuck. Now thankfully, like I said, the Portkeys does actually give me control of all functions. I should say most functions. So not terrible there, but as far as audio, I'm stuck. So my touchscreen is almost completely dead. It really sucks, but here's what I'm gonna do about it. Here's what you can do about it. You're gonna hear me talk a lot about the Portkeys LH5P. It's a great monitor. I'll put a link below. You can check that out. It's a great option for those of you who are afraid of running into this issue and you don't have a budget to buy a new camera. I've been hearing a lot of people actually saying that they've also had the same issue where their entire touchscreen stopped losing its touch functionality. The screen actually still works as a monitor, but most of the spots on my screen are now dead. I cannot change any settings. And like I said, if it was not for the Portkeys LH5P with Bluetooth wireless control for my camera, this thing would pretty much be a paperweight for me because I wouldn't be able to change anything. Thankfully, I'm able to change a good amount of settings. One of the major things, the other day I was on a shoot. I showed up with my XLR condenser lav mic and found out that my touchscreen was bad and I couldn't change the audio input settings. I can actually change the audio level at the very bottom. That's the only part of my screen that works, but I was not able to change the actual input setting. So conveniently, Sony has just announced the upcoming release of their FX30, which looks really promising. I have been talking a lot lately about switching to Sony anyway because of the image quality with the A7S III and the A7 IV, and I think it is actually time. I went ahead and I pre-ordered the FX30 on Amazon. I know a lot of you have been following along on my Blackmagic journey. I'm sad to say this is coming to an end very soon. They've proven themselves to not last very long. For $2,000, it's a good image for sure. And I will probably still use this until it dies, but I'm gonna start the switch to Sony. They're just crushing it. So be sure to follow along on that journey when it comes. I will keep you guys updated for sure. It's supposed to ship October 24th, I believe. So in just a few weeks, we'll be checking that out and hopefully taking it out into the mountains. As well, links to that camera and the gear that I plan to use with it, I will put in the description below, so you can get kind of a taste for what's coming. And I'm really stoked to try that thing out, especially the 4K 120. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know if this is a result of maybe the V-mount power plate powering the camera and the monitor, where some people had issues with it frying their HDMI port. It could be something related to that, but at the same time, a lot of people have had this issue, so it seems like more of a quality issue coming straight from Blackmagic. If your screen has not gotten to this point and you're looking to possibly avoid further inconvenience, a good option would be this Portkeys LH5P. I put a link below to that. I've used it for 2 years now and I really like it. And it does well with controlling the camera functionality. So that could be a great option for those of you who it's too late, because you do need the menu functionality to be able to pair the Bluetooth devices. So you may not be able to buy that at this point if you've already lost control of your screen. You're gonna need to go through Blackmagic repairs anyway. But now, after almost 3 years of using the Blackmagic 6K, would I say that all has been for nothing? Most definitely not. I've gotten so many fantastic images, done some incredible projects with this camera, very happy clients with products that I've produced with this camera. On top of that, it's returned its initial investment many times over, so I haven't wasted any money. And because of the external monitor, I'm still able to use it, and I will use it until it's dead. I am going to start making the switch over to Sony though, as a result of this. The only exception would be if Blackmagic released something that's comparable and competitive with the Sony FX30. I don't foresee that happening anytime soon, so at this point I am going to go with Sony. I do still love the 6K. I still will shoot it. I still do recommend this camera. I would also recommend that you get a few accessories that give you options in the instance that this happens. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.